and Literary Arts Center of Isabela. English Academy.
An analogy describes the relationship between words.
Subject, verb, your teacher.
One hand.
English Academy.
Great morning, English wizards! How are you? Today will be an exciting day for we will be discovering a lot of things in our English Academy. Be sure to listen well. I am your radio teacher, Catherine Joyce L. Cristobal, saying in these challenging times, we must look at the bright side and be positive. Let's always keep the faith and this too shall pass. We are all in this together. Indeed, we are all blessed for having each other since day one of our new normal learning style. I am sure you are all looking forward to our next lessons. Am I right? Incredible! What are you waiting for, kids? Let us start our next journey. In our previous lesson, you have learned the spelling of high-frequency words with short vowel sounds in Cvc pattern. Cvc stands for consonant, vowel, consonant. A word with Cvc pattern is a three-letter word that follows the spelling pattern of a consonant, then a vowel, and ends with a consonant. Can you give me some example words? You're right! Rat, hen, fin, jug, and cup are just some of three-letter words that follow the Cvc pattern. And for that, I want to give you a big round of applause for doing well in our previous episode. It seems you are all set for our today's lesson. Everyone, please bring out your pen, papers, and modules so we may start now. Let us identify the things you do to keep your body healthy and strong. Can you write them in the blank using action words? There are pictures which will serve as your guide found at the first page of your module. Will you please ask your parents or guardians to bring you in this page? You are given 20 seconds to write your answers. If you hear a bell, it means your time is up. Are you ready? Okay, let's begin. Okay, children, let us now identify the things you do to keep your body healthy and strong. Number 1. I take a bath every day. Number 2. I eat nutritious food. Number 3. I exercise every day. Number 4. I drink 8 glasses of water. And lastly, I sleep early. Are all your answers correct? Amazing! I guess you are all doing great. Before we proceed, may I ask you what action words are? Yes, I heard it right. Some words describe the things that we do. We call these words as verbs. A verb is an action word. It tells what boys and girls do. A verb or an action word is a very important part of a sentence. It describes the doer's actions or state of being. We use these words to communicate about the different events in our lives. Kids, let us see how well you have understood your previous lesson about verbs. On page 5 of your module, match each picture with its sentence that tells the action. Write the letter of the correct answer on your answer sheet. Is that clear? Perfect! Let's start! Number 1. What is the boy doing? Exactly! The sentence which matches the picture is letter B. Manny drinks a glass of water. Next, what does the second picture portray? Correct! It's letter A. Noel eats nutritious food. How about for the third one? What does it tell us? Yes, you're right. It is letter D. The monkey climbs. How about number 4? What does it tell us? Absolutely right. It's letter E. Bessie dances. And lastly, what sentence will match the picture? Incredible! It's letter C. Ronnie sweeps the floor. You really are doing great! Kids, it seems like you are very familiar with verbs. Do you want to learn more about it? That's awesome! Okay, your wish is my command. Everyone, get ready for our next task. But before that, let me ask you this question. Do you like playing? For those who loves playing, shake your hands up in the air. Wow, that's great! What are the things that you do when you play? Let's see then if you have the same activities just like the children in the short story that we will be reading. Are you all excited to listen to it? Great! You really are eager to learn. So kids, ready yourselves for I will be reading a story. The title is Playing Time by Marieta L. Manayan. It is Saturday morning. The Santos family enjoys their time at the park. Let's read their conversation and see what they say and do. Marco, let's kick the ball, said Mark.
Fran, come and join me. It's nice to slide here.
Lisa invited.
I love playing on the swing.
Fair replied. Letty, let's play in the sand, shouted Eddie. Their mother and father reminded them. Enjoy and be careful. Children, did you understand the story? Okay, let me read to you one more time. It is Saturday morning. The Santos family enjoys their time at the park. Let's read their conversation and see what they do and say. Marco, let's kick the ball, said Mark.
Fran, come and join me. It's nice to slide here.
Lisa invited.
I love playing on the swing.
Fair replied. Letty, let's play in the sand, shouted Eddie. Their mother and father reminded them. Enjoy and be careful. All right, I believe you understood it. Let us then answer the activity by writing the action words to complete the sentence in each item. Are you ready? Let's get started. First, the Santos family enjoys, thinks, their time at the park. The Santos family enjoys, thinks, their time at the park? The answer is correct, enjoys. Secondly, Marco and Mark catch, kick the ball. Marco and Mark catch, kick the ball. What is your answer for second sentence? You're right. The answer is kick. Let us now move on to the third item. Here it is. Lisa invited Fe to join her, but Fe hates, loves to play on the swing. Lisa invited Fe to join her, but Fe hates, loves to play on the swing. What is your answer? The answer is loves. Number 4. Letty and Eddie stay in the sand. Letty and Eddie stay in the sand. What is your answer? The answer for that sentence is play. And we're down to the last item. Kids, here it is. Mother and father invited their children to be careful. Mother and father invited their children to be careful. What is your answer, kids? Correct. It's reminded. Were you able to get the correct answer to all the items? Wow, very good. You are doing well, children. Kids, in telling stories or talking to someone, we use verbs to create a clear picture of what is being talked about and the action being done. But you know what? With the use of these common action words, we will be able to retell our ideas correctly. Below is another short story. Let us all together study the verbs used. Are you ready to listen? I cannot hear you. Kindly clap 3 times if you're ready. 1, 2, 3. The title of the short story is Bino, the Kind Boy by Marieta L. Manayag. Bino saves his money in a bamboo coin bank. He skips snacks to have enough savings because he wants to help his family. He collects empty plastic bottles and sells them at the junk shop. He also wakes up early to sell pandesal. He works hard and studies his lessons well. Bino is truly a kind boy. Children, were you able to listen to the selection well? Let us read it one more time. Bino, the Kind Boy by Marieta L. Manayag. Bino saves his money in a bamboo coin bank. He skips snacks to have enough savings because he wants to help his family. He collects empty plastic bottles and sells them at the junk shop. He also wakes up early to sell pandesal. He works hard and studies his lessons well. Bino is truly a kind boy. Now, let me retell the story of Bino by using some of the common action words. Listen carefully, children. Bino is a kind boy who saves money and skips snacks to help his family. He collects empty bottles and sells them at the junk shop. He also sells pandesal and studies his lessons well. Let me read it to you one more time, kids. Bino is a kind boy who saves money and skips snacks to help his family. He collects empty bottles and sells them at the junk shop. He also sells pandesal and studies his lessons well. Which do you think is better? The first one or the second one? Correct! The retold story is much better than the original one because it became simpler and shorter, right? Can you retell the story too on your own using common action words? Do it during your free time and let your parents or guardians check it, okay? This time, let us see if you have understood the meaning of the underlined action words based on the story. Write the letter of the correct answer on your answer sheets. Are you ready? Number 1. When you save money, it means you blank. The underlined word save means A. Hurt, B. Keep, C. Throw, D. Waste. What do you think is the answer? You're right! Letter B. Keep. Number 2. When you skip snack, it means you don't blank. The word skip means A. Eat, B. Drink, C. Play, D. Work. What do you think is the answer? You're right. Letter A. Eat. Number 3. When you collect, it means you blank. The underlined word collect means A. Sell, B. Give, C. Distribute, D. Gather. What do you think is the answer? You're right. The answer is letter D. Gather. Fourth item. When you sell, it means you blank. A. Buy, B. Give, C. Drive, D. Earn money. What do you think is the answer? Great! The answer is letter D. Lastly, when you study, it means you blank. A. Play, B. Sing, C. Dance, D. Learn. What do you think is the answer? Right, it's letter D. Who among you here got a perfect score? For those who were not able to get a perfect score, don't feel bad because you can still improve. Kids, did you enjoy the activity? Wow, that's great! If yes, let me check if you really understood it. Altogether, we will do the activity on page 11 of your module. Have you seen it? If yes, then let us read the instructions. Box the action words found in the poem. Don't worry, I will read the poem aloud so that you will be guided, okay? The title of the poem is Thank You, Dear Plants by Marieta L. Manayag. Every day as I wake up, I say a prayer to God above. I eat my breakfast and finish my tea in a cup. Then look outside at the plants I love. Thank you, dear plants, for the air we breathe. Thank you, dear plants, for our shade against the heat. Thank you, dear plants. Thank you. Thank you, dear plants. We love you. Plants can be weeds, grass, a flower, or a tree. Plants are created by God for you and me. So, in our prayers and our hearts we keep, take care of plants for a better world to live. Did you enjoy this poem, my dear learners?
Aye, Captain!
Wow, it seems like you really are thankful for all the blessings we are receiving every day. Now, kids, can you identify the verbs in the poem? You are given 30 seconds to box the action words from the poem that we have read. If you hear the sound of the bell, it means time is up. Are you now ready? Okay, time starts now. Were you able to see the verbs in the poem we read? Okay, let's name some. We have wake up, say, eat, look, breathe, created, keep, and take care. Did you get all these verbs? Wow, you are all amazing! From the activities that we performed, I am pretty sure that you are already familiar with today's topic. Always keep in mind that verbs are action words that tell what someone or something does, did, or will do. We use action words to complete the sentence. In telling stories or talking to someone, we use verbs to create a clear picture of what is being talked about and the action being done. Are these things clear to you, my dear grade 2 pupils? This time, I believe you are now ready to answer the assessment task at page 13 of your modules. Let me see how familiar are you on the lesson we had today. You are going to complete the sentences by filling in the correct action words to it. Choose your answer from the box. Again, choose the correct action words in the box to complete the given sentences. Are you ready? Alright, let me first read the words from the box. These are grow, keep, water, bring, remove, and sell. Again, choices are grow, keep, water, bring, remove, and sell. Now, let's start with number 1. You should blank the plants outside to have enough sunlight. You should blank the plants outside to have enough sunlight. What will be the correct common action words to it? Absolutely, it is bring. May we now read the first sentence aloud? You should bring the plants outside to have enough sunlight. Wow, you're all amazing! Number 2. Blank the plants away from animals by putting up a fence. Blank the plants away from animals by putting up a fence. The action word for it will be... You're right, it is keep. Let us read it loud and clear. Keep the plants away from animals by putting up a fence. Third item. You must put fertilizer to help plants blank healthy. You must put fertilizer to help plants blank healthy. The answer for the sentence is... Exactly, it is grow. Let us read it now. You must put fertilizer to help plants grow healthy. Number 4. You should blank the weeds and insects. You should blank the weeds and insects. What will be your answer for that sentence? Precisely, it is remove. Let us read the completed sentence then. You should remove the weeds and insects. And lastly, you must blank the plants to grow. You must blank the plants to grow. What will be the correct action word for this sentence? You're right, it is water. Let's read it now. You must water the plants in order to grow. Kids, were you able to get a perfect score of 5? Wow! If yes, draw 3 stars in your worksheet. For those who did not get a perfect score, it's okay. You still have more activities in your module and I want you to maximize your time answering those tasks for you to learn more. Still, congratulations for a job well done. Class, I hope you enjoyed our lesson for today. For you to be ready in our next Radyo Eskwela episode, I want you to have an advanced reading on the basic sequence of events. If you have clarifications, feel free to call or text on the contact numbers given to you. That would be all for today. In behalf of our scriptwriter, Mary Grace Flores Gorospe, I am your radio teacher, Catherine Joyce Lactao Cristobal, saying in these challenging times, we must look at the bright side and be positive. Let's always keep the faith and this too shall pass. We are all in this together.
Patuloy ang edukasyon para sa ating henerasyon.
Sa daan ng pagkatuto ay walang may iwan.
Kaya halina sa Radyo Eskwela.
May bagong virus na kumakalat ngayon at naaalarma ang buong nation. Para di daw mahawa, ito ang solusyon. Kaya sunding mabuti tong instructions. Maghugas ng kamay para virus mamatay. Iwasan ding humawak sa iyong mouth, nose at eyes para COVID-19 hindi na makapuksa. Mag-face mask at mag-alcohol maya't maya. Maghugas ng kamay para virus mamatay. Iwasan ding humawak sa iyong mouth, nose at eyes para COVID-19 hindi na makapuksa. Mag-face mask at mag-alcohol maya't maya. Ang virus ay nakamamatay, kaya makinig, wag pasaway. Stay sa bahay, wag nang gumala. Kung ayaw mong ikay mahawa, mag-face mask kung lalabas. Mag-vitamin C ng madalas at umiwas sa mga matatao. Mag-alcohol para sigurado. Maghugas ng kamay para virus mamatay. Iwasan ding humawak sa iyong mouth, nose at eyes para COVID-19 hindi na makapuksa. Mag-face mask at mag-alcohol maya't maya. Maghugas ng kamay para virus mamatay. Iwasan ding humawak sa iyong mouth, nose at eyes para COVID-19 hindi na makapuksa. Mag-face mask at mag-alcohol maya't maya. Maghugas ng kamay para virus mamatay. Iwasan ding humawak sa iyong mouth, nose at eyes para COVID-19 hindi na makapuksa. Mag-face mask at mag-alcohol maya't maya. May bagong virus na kumakalat ngayon